Good morning. Thank you for tuning in for Renee TV today. Something near and dear has happened. I'm sure many of you, or all of you, know now that Robin Williams has committed suicide, and that brings me to a very, very personal topic. I've heard a lot of things going around within the past week stating that he was either a coward or that how selfish he could be, and because I had gone through my own bout of depression, which is how I ended up as a holistic health coach, I just felt obligated and just this longing to make this video because depression is something that most people don't understand if they've never gone through it. And you think that you could just snap out of it, right? That's what you want to tell people, that it's just get over it. And it just isn't that simple. My journey from the time that I realized that I was depressed or that I was different or that I didn't fit in, whatever you want to consider it, it was when I was young. It was probably around the time that I was 12 or 13 where I didn't feel like I fit with my peers and I just had to go through that. And I don't know if that was just adolescence or if that is truly a sign of depression. I went through that. Parents got divorced. It kind of put me into another type of funk. I sought out social workers at school. I was in therapy throughout that time. But my depression really got worse as I got older, and I didn't know how to control it, and my hormones were raging because we go through that wonderful thing called puberty. And as a child, if you're not really, figuring that out, it can be a really scary and traumatic time. Then you go to college, and for me, a lot of my friends went away, and they were not able to, be around me as much. And that's a very tumultuous time, I think, depending upon where you are in your stage of life. Many people go away, they know what they want to do, they know where they want to go, but the fact of the matter is I didn't. And it was upsetting to me, and it was really bothersome, and my depression just continued to steamroll itself. I ended up, comparing myself to my friends who were doing what I seemed to think pretty well. They were in either a 4 or 5 year program. They were getting their masters. They were starting their careers, and I wasn't even done with the community college. It's not where I wanted to be. I wanted to be away, but we didn't have the finances to afford that. I was bitter. I was angry. I was all these things, and I just kept letting it get to me and get to me. And eventually I got to the point where I was just very unhappy. And I had a lot of things going for me at that point. I was, on my track to getting my bachelor's. I was working in a school district. I was really what it looked like from the outside, a very happy person. But for so long I had put on that facade, and it was very trying. And over many years, that just wears down on you. And eventually you just can't keep it up. And it was a very, very scary time in my life. And it's not something, I'm very open about my depression. I'm very open about my anxiety that I dealt with when I was younger. But it's not something that I post out there. And in light of Robin Williams, who I just found was a magnificent person, through his screen work as well as his, contributions to charities and all of those types of things, it breaks my heart because I do know that pain. And if any one of you are ever thinking about suicide, or you have those moments, because I had them, where it would be so much easier if you hit a tree and you didn't have to go to work the next day, or all of these things that really come up. I am begging you to get in touch with somebody, to take that first step in order to get you on the path of finding someone who could be beneficial to your life. Even if you stick with that person for a long time, it doesn't matter. Don't ever look at it as a weakness. That is your strength, and it gives you strength because you then have the opportunity to go out and help other people. I really, really hope that this video inspires somebody to just get the help that they need. If you ever want to speak to me, I would love to speak to you. You can reach me at www.rm as in Mary, health.com. My email address is rbarbis, ARBIS at rmdhealth.com. My number is 631-944-1801. I am begging you, give yourself a chance. I can guarantee that if you put in the work, you will have some phenomenal outcomes. So I really hope that this helps you in some way. And if you ever want to know more, please get in touch with me. And I give you all of my information. Have a wonderful day and keep smiling. You can make somebody else's day just for you. Thank you.